Good morning. So our topic for today is about Module 4D, which is determining the sum of the terms of an infinite geometric sequence. So ang objective natin ngayon is to determine the sum of the terms of a given infinite geometric sequence. So last time, tapos na tayo sa ating finite geometric sequence, yung sum niya. Ngayon naman is sa sum ng infinite geometric sequence. So umpisahan muna natin sa ating review. So at this point, probably you have already learned how to determine the sum of a given finite geometric sequence by applying the formula. So meron tayong dalawang formula. So itong formula na to gagamitin natin pag hindi given ang ating last term. At ito naman kung given ang ating last term. So depende yan kung ano lang ang nasa given. So for example, what is the sum of the first 5 terms of 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, and 96? Since ang hinahanap dito is the sum of the first 5 terms at alam natin ang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, itong 48 is the 5th term, therefore meron tayong last term. Pero pwede na naman natin gamitin din ito. So kung gamitin natin yung dalawang yan, same lang naman ang lalabas sa kanilang sum. So subukan muna natin itong isa. So if we have S of 5 is equal to, ang ating first term is 3, and then we have 1 minus ang ating R is 6 divided by 3 is 2, and then ang ating N is 5 since this is the 5th term. Now, all over 1 minus 2. So we have 3 times 1 minus, what is 2 raised to 5? So ang 2 raised to 5 is 32. So that is 32 and negative 1. So therefore, we have 3 times negative 31 all over negative 1. So ang ating first, the sum of ating first 5 terms ay 3 times negative 31 is negative 93 divided by negative 1 or positive 93. So, pag ito ang gagamitin nating formula. So, paano naman pag ito ang gagamitin nating formula? Since, meron naman, alam naman natin na ito ang ating last term. So, we have S sub 5 is equal to, what is our first term? So, ang first term natin is 3 minus, ang ating last term is 48, and then ang ating common ratio is 2 all over 1 minus 2. Then we have 3 minus 48 times 2 is 96 all over negative 1. Then we have negative 93 divided by negative 1. So therefore, ang ating sum ng ating first 5 terms is positive 93. So it depends, kung mapansin nyo, kung ano ang gagamitin natin. Pwede namang itong gagamitin natin as long na given given ang ating last term. Ito naman ang ating last term kasi dito ay alam naman kasi natin na 48 ang ating last term kasi sa given natin. So, depende yun sa ating example. Okay? So, now, proceed tayo sa ating lesson. So, what if the geometric sequence involved is infinite geometric sequence? So, is it possible to get the sum of an infinite geometric sequence? So, kung napansin natin, di ba ang infinite naman ay di ba tuloy-tuloy, hindi natin alam kung hanggang ilan. So, makukuha kayo natin kung ano ang kanyang sum. Di ba? Parang questionable yun kasi hindi nga natin alam kung hanggang saan siya. Pero paano natin makukuha ang kanyang sum? So, pero pag nasa isip niyo ay ang sagot niyo ay yes, paano kaya natin ma-determine ang sum ng given terms of an infinite geometric sequence? So, ano ang mga dapat gawin na i-consider natin to determine the sum of the terms of a given infinite geometric sequence? So, para masagot natin itong tanong natin na ito, let us study the sum of the given terms of an infinite geometric sequence. So, ito lang yon. So, an infinite geometric sequence is the indicated sum of an infinite geometric sequence. So, if the first term, which is a sub 1, and the common ratio is r, then the infinite geometric series S is, bakit wala siyang sub n? Kasi infinite. So, hindi natin alam kung hanggang ilan yung ating terms. So, kaya wala tayong n. Yung S natin is equal to a sub 1 plus a sub 1 times r plus a sub 1 times r squared plus and so on. Kasi yung ellipsis, sabi ko hindi natin alam kung hanggang ilan yung ating terms. So, consider natin yung infinite geometric sequence na ito. So, we have 1/2, 1/4, 1/8, and 1/16. So, alamin muna natin kung ano ang ating common ratio. So, ang ating common ratio is 1/4. So, R is equal to 1/4 divided by 1/2. So, by KCF, so we have 1/4, keep, change, and then flip 2/1. So, that is 2/4. Or, lowest term natin yan ay magiging 1/2. So, yan ang ating R. So, ang ating R is 1/2. At ang ating first term ay 1/2. Okay. So, since hanapin natin ang kanyang sum, therefore, we use the formula S sub n. So, consider muna natin yung ating formula na S sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is the first term, times 1 minus r raised to n whole over 1 minus r. Okay. And then, we have, ang ating first term ay 1/2. And then, times 1 minus, ang ating common ratio ay 1/2. So, that is 1/2 raised to n. Kasi hindi pa natin alam kung ilan yung ating terms. And then, we have 1 minus, ang ating common ratio again is 1/2. So, simplify lang natin yan. So, we have 1/2 1 minus 1/2 raised to n. By the way, ito pala yung nasa loob pala yung n. Okay. All over 1/2. Kasi, ang 1 minus 1/2 is 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Pwede naman natin i-cancel out na yan. So, therefore, ang ating S sub n is 1 minus 1/2 raised to n. So, consider natin na ito yung ating n term. Sum ng ating n terms. So, kung mapansin natin, kung maglelet tayo na ang ating n ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so palitan natin yung ating n ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, since ang ating S sub n ay ito na yon, so palitan daw natin yung ating n ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, pag ating n ay 1, so that is the sum of the first term, so 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2 or 0.5 pag i-decimal point natin. So, pag second term naman, the sum of the first two terms, so 1 minus, so we have 1 squared is 1, And then 2 squared is 4. So 1 minus 1/4 is 3/4. Okay, kaya naging 0.75. Okay, so now what if our n is 3? So we have 1 minus 1 cube is 1, and then 2 cube is 8. So 1 minus 1/8 is equal to 7/8. So 7 divided by 8, so pag i-decimal point natin is 0.875. So ito siya. And then pag yan naman ay fourth, ang ating n ay 4. So we have 1 raised to 4 is 1, and then 2 raised to 4 is 16. So 1 minus 1/16 is 15/16. Or pag i-decimal point natin is 0.9375. And then, pag ang ating n naman ay 5, so 1 raised to 5 is 1, and then 2 raised to 5 is 32. Okay, and then 1 minus 1/32 is 31/32. So, pag i-decimal point natin is 0.96875. So, what happens to the value of the sum of the terms s sub n as n, ito yung ating mga n, ay palaki ng palaki? So, ano kaya na-observe nyo? So, kung mapansin natin na ang sum ng ating s sub n ay palapit ng palapit sa 1. Kasi 0.5, naging 0.75, 0.875, 0.93.9685. Palapit siya ng palapit sa 1. So, s sub n approaches to 1 as n increases. So, habang lumalaki itong ating n dyan, ang ating sum ay approaches to 1. So, we say that the sum of infinite sequence is equal to 1. So, we call the sum that we got as the sum to infinity. So, in which the common ratio must be our r is greater than -1 or less than 1. Or pwede natin siyang isulat as the absolute value of r is less than 1. So, sabihin, pwede na itong magamit natin kung ang r natin is less than 1. Pero pag greater than 1 yan, wala tayong makukuha na sum to infinity. So, ganun lang ibig sabihin. So, remember, the sum of the terms of an infinite geometric sequence is s, kasi wala siyang sub n, kasi hindi natin alam kung ilang terms. So, we have a sub 1 all over 1 minus r. So, yan lang ang ating formula ng ating sum of infinite geometric series. Pero, ang r natin, or the absolute value of r, is less than 1. So, ang s natin is the sum of infinite geometric sequence, and a sub 1 is the first term, and r is the common ratio. Take note na ang r natin dito dapat mababa sa 1. So, yun lang yung tandaan natin. So, punta tayo sa ating example. So, from the given series, 4 plus 12 plus 36 plus ellipses, the following informations are obtained. So, we have, alamin muna natin ang ating r. So, para malaman natin ang ating sum of the first n terms ng infinite geometric series, so dapat alamin muna natin ang r. So, importante dito ang r. So, we have 12 divided by 4. So, 12 divided by 4 is 3. So, kung mapansin nyo, ang r natin, or the absolute value of r, is greater than 1. Diba? Mas malaki siya sa 1. Kaya, pag malaki siya sa 1, ibig sabihin, wala kang makukuha dito na sum. So, the sum cannot be determined. Siya na ibig sabihin yan kasi mas malaki yung ating r. Okay. Pero, dito sa number 2, from the given series, 1 plus 1/5 plus 1/25 plus ellipses, so we have our r is equal to 1/5 divided by 1. So, any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. So, therefore, ang ating r is 1/5. At ang 1/5 ay less than 1. So, r is less than 1. Kaya makukuha natin ang ating sum to infinity. Hindi kagaya dito na greater than 1 siya kasi ang ating r ay 3. Kaya hindi natin makukuha ang ating sum. So ito ay wala tayong makukuha ang sum dyan. Pero dito, since less than 1 siya, ang ating r, makukuha natin ang kanyang sum. Okay, now, ano ang ating formula again? So we have s is equal to a sub 1, which is our first term, and then 1 minus r. So, yan lang yung ating formula ng sum to infinity. So, we have a sub 1 natin is 1 all over 1 minus 1/5. So, we have 1 over 4 over 5. Bakit naging 4 over 5 yan? Kasi dapat pareho siya ng denominator. So, ganito lang yan. So, ipakita lang natin ha. So, 1 over. So, dapat pareho siya ng denominator kasi ang denominator nito ay 1. Kaya dapat maging 5 to. So, times 5 din ito. So, magiging 5 over 5. Kasi ang 5 over 5 is 1. And then, minus 1/5. Kaya, maging 1. Then, 5 minus 1 is 4 over 5. Kaya siya naging 4/5. Kasi sa mga di ba sabi ko, kailangan pag-aralan muna natin yung mga nakaraan nating mga lesson nung tayo pa yung mga nasa lower grades. Kaya, anong sunod na gagawin natin? So, 1, kasi we have to keep, and then change 5 over 4. Change natin, flip, and then multiply. 1 times 5 is 5, and then denominator is 4. So, the answer is 5 over 4. Okay? So, now, punta tayo sa ating let's practice.